How's it going, everybody? Today we're doing a little something different. Long requested Lowman guide, and today we're going over Vault of Glass. Specifically throughout the whole video, I'm gonna be having my duo flawless Vault of Glass running in the background. We'll be going over a little bit the differences between trio and duo. But the purpose of the video, I'm just gonna have the duo VOG in the background. So with that being said, for the entrance, pretty self-explanatory. For the trio side of the house, one person on each plate, defend the confluxes, or defend the plates, and then just hold it out until the thing opens. For your duo side of the house, it's a little bit different. You're gonna have one person on the left side, one person on the right side, killing and charging the plates. One person's going to go up into the middle and charge that middle plate, and then you just have to defend the Praetorian spawning on both sides for the middle plate. That's really the biggest difference here. In terms of loadouts, as you can see going on in the background, Trinity Bull is really good here. Supremacy Sniper, Succession, any kind of sniper rifle, just to get that long range kill. So you don't have to deal with, losing your electricity for your Trinity Bull. But yeah, that's pretty much entrance. There's not much else to talk about there. Moving on to the second encounter here for Confluxes. Confluxes is pretty much the same for a trio and a duo side. It's just minus one person. For your duo encounter, you just one person on the left, one person on the right, and then you just have your sharing the middle defense. It's pretty easy. So, the making of this video during episode Heresy before Edge of Fate, the Lord of Wolves exotic shotgun was broken and still is kind of broken. So, for loadout purposes here, Lord of Wolves is really good for taking down the chickens, and as well as just keeping ads cleared. In the event that this does get nerfed, other terms of exotics loadouts wise running on like that, Galahorn's really good here. Forbearance for synergy of that. You can also run Parasite or Tractor Cannon to blind chickens and just have one crazy damage rotation on it. For super wise, as you can kind of see, I'm just running well here with some bracers, but for Titans, you could probably just run T-Crash or, Prismatic, run Consecration. Hunters, probably just run some type of AoE. Super Prismatic always, 1-2 punch. Probably not recommended here just because of the fanatics that run around. But yeah, you just defend it here. Try not to get bored and fall asleep during this encounter. This is really just clear ads and stay alive encounter, but pretty self-explanatory. This is a really good spot to stand for seeing all of the oracles that spawn on this side, on the right hand side over here. As you can see, my counterpart Kachow is running up on the top left corner. That's pretty much so he can see the hidden left one in the back corner, and then he can also see the one that starts in the middle section. This one, same thing, it's trio side. You can have all three people shoot oracles. You can have one person on ad clear. Duo side, same thing. You just shoot your perspective side of oracles and try to stay alive. For your loadouts here, my biggest recommendation if you're on a Warlock is to run Phoenix Protocol with 4 other Vault of Glass armor sets. The reason for that being said is because you have a fun little perk called Anti-Oracle. Anti-Oracle states killing or destroying an Oracle grants super energy, and Phoenix Protocol, getting kills in the well, grants super energy. So with that being said, pretty much self-explanatory. You get your super back extremely fast here. As you kind of see in the video, boom, 2 oracles down, and I already have my super back, and the well still has 10 seconds left. Yeah, so you just kind of repeat this process, shoot the oracles in order correctly, and then obviously if you miss it, you just have 3 chances to cleanse yourself before the actual encounter wipes you. But that's pretty much it for oracles. Nothing too crazy here. Other weapons, obviously, if you don't have your well, run a Baron action for your healing, or other types of healing. You could run a healing nade if you want to. Titans, same thing. You can kind of run, like, if your survivability is questionable, then you can run a bubble titan with anti-oracle as well, and just continuously have that bubble coming back to you, so you have somewhere to stand during like the stances between oracles. Alright, so now we move on to Templar. Templar, in a duo standpoint, can be a little tricky for some people, but once you get it down, it's pretty easy. In a trio standpoint, it's just 2 people doing damage, 1 person running around with the relic. For the duo side of the house, again, at the time of this video, Arc Titan with Lord of Wolves was just the meta, so that's just what we ran here. So standing in this spot specifically right here, boom, pop your well, and then the Titan just does Titan things. The person holding the relic in a duo standpoint and in a trio, you just obviously just stand in the circle, prevent the teleport for as long as possible while that well is still up, and if you want, as you can see, you kind of just come in and help damage as much as you can. Yeah. In the event, again, like I said, if Lord of Wolves does get nerfed crazy, you can just do old school rotations, and Anarchy GL rotation works pretty nicely here. So you also have, you could do, as your relic holder, you could run Parasite. A little tricky to keep up that kill counter, but it works. It's a big DPS thing here. Queensbreaker with its changes is pretty good here. You could also run rocket launchers. Just be careful not to blow yourself up if you get detained. Yeah, in a duo setting, it's probably pretty easy 2-phase, 3-phase if you're going. And then in a trio setting, same thing. Just stay alive, get the kills, and cleanse. But that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so now for probably the most challenging duo non-boss encounter that I've dealt with. I'm going to explain the trio side. I'll actually have that video pulled up. If I can find it. It's pretty self-explanatory in the duo setting, or the trio setting, sorry. 1 person inside of each teleport, and for Mars side specifically, you're not going to have the relic. Venus will have the relic. So what you're going to do in Mars side is, if I can get the spawn part, when the Praetorian spawns, you're pretty much going to either tractor him, as I do, or you are going to blind GL, stasis, freeze him, do what you gotta do, and just push him off. So as you kind of saw there, he spawns in and immediately just starts sprinting onto him. There is kind of a trick to pushing him. As you can kind of see, the center ish portion on my screen is looking at his like right leg. So what you want to do is kind of just look in that general direction when you're pushing him off, and you should have a really simple, easy way of like just getting him out of the way and pushing him. And then you just repeat that process 3 times for those guys, killing the chickens in between each spawn, and then yeah, go to the middle, defend the middles. You'll have the relic in the middle, so you won't have to worry about pushing anything off. And that's pretty much it for that. So pretty simple trio strategy there. Now for the duo side, this is where it gets tricky. So same entrance starting as usual. Kill the gatekeeper. If you're doing this in a Titan and Warlock synergy, this is what we did for our run through here. The Warlock, as you can see, ran straight into Venus with a Forbearance, and on this one we're specifically running, I was running Prismatic Warlock with the Omnomancy gloves, so I have that extra stasis nade. And you're pretty much just gonna kill the first 2 waves of ads, the goblins and everybody there, and then immediately start running back to the teleporter. You're gonna place the stasis crystal down, and call out if it's Praetorian spawn on your side or if it was a chicken spawn on your side. You're gonna run out and kill the gatekeeper, and then your Titan is gonna go in and go do a Titan thing. Hey, Future Cup here. I feel like during making this edit, I felt like having the Titan POV or Gatekeeper help out just a little bit, and I'm gonna be having that playing in the background. So just to make it a little bit more understanding about what I was talking about, so you can kind of see what's going on. So this is while the Warlock is going in, killing the first two waves of ads. He's killing the Overload. So this is him going into Venus, because this is where the first Praetorian spawned. Kind of see the turret doing his job. He threw that grenade. I'll bring it back. So he throws a grenade that makes other things volatile, and they blow up, and boom, the shield breaks. So that's pretty much that part. So in this one, he's using a trace rifle with destabilizing rounds. I forget which one specifically it is. And then yeah, as soon as the wyvern spawns, he goes in, kills it. He'll shoot one round of galley, and then he's going to move on to the other side. I will kind of just let this play on again so you can kind of see it one more time. So like I said, kind of waits for the ads to get close, makes him volatile next to him, and then he's going to throw his grenade. It'll break the shield, and it'll kill him. So yeah, that's the Titan part, and he just does that pretty much for all the Praetorians until it's time to go to middle. And then for your side, you're going to run back to the other side, throw a stasis turret in, and then as you can kind of see here for this part, since one person's already inside of the teleporter, if both people and no one is outside of the teleporter, the game will wipe you. You'll get lost in time forever or something like that, and it'll automatically wipe the fire team. So what you can kind of see is going on in here is jumping in, doing what I need to do, and jumping out. There's like, it's like a one or two full seconds before that timer starts, and then yeah, like I said, it'll wipe. So try to be fast when you're doing anything in there, and then obviously once you get out, kill the overload so they don't capture the plates. Forbearance is pretty good here, or sidearms, stuff like that. And then once the Titan comes out, you're gonna do the same thing. Throw a turret in there, come back out, wait for Gatekeeper spawn, wait for overloads to spawn. Another slight thing to mention, I did not mention previously, if I can get it up, is throwing your stasis turret in a specific area kind of does help. So as you can kind of see, as soon as I go through this teleporter, I'm looking at the top right part of where the chicken is, kind of like the top right part of the top of the stairs. The reason for that is because I want to freeze the goblins that are getting close to the Praetorians. I want to keep that group of people together as much as possible. The reason for that is because the Titan, what he's doing is he's doing a volatile thing. So if I kill a goblin with destabilizing rounds or a volatile grenade, it's going to create that volatile port for the Praetorian that's inside and shielded. So whenever you do that, then you just throw like a scatter grenade. You can also shoot a Gallowhorn at him, I think also works. And it will explode, and it'll explode all of the goblins that are also volatile around him, and he'll just blow up. So now we can move on to Atheon. Atheon, again, is pretty simple. My biggest recommendation is Warlocks. Warlocks with Verity. This has been the rotation, this still is the rotation, and it's super free. Getting your stacks on Verity's brow, just killing ads, getting those 5 stacks, and then just throwing your grenades. It's yeah. So with that being said, for a trio encounter, it's pretty simple, or it's pretty much the same as a duo. One person, as you can kind of see Ka-Chow running up, is going to a specific spot that's going to avoid the teleport. And I don't have a footage, but shout out to the Lowman Central Guide. They have a full Word document, Google Doc of how to do this and everything, and they provided a clean-cut YouTube video from Crack. Shout out to Crack. He's gonna pretty much show us exactly what to do here. So on a Warlock, what you're gonna do is you're gonna proc heat rises, and then you're gonna jump up, and then you're pretty much just gonna look up in this direction all the way up until you can't no more. And yeah, that's pretty much how you avoid the teleport. So I'll just play that back one more time. So proc heat rises, and then come around this corner here, and then just look at the crystals until you feel yourself going upwards. And then as soon as you get to this part right here, you can kind of see it looks like a ledge. That's how you know you're at the right spot. And then you want to kind of push yourself a little outwards past the crystals so you don't get turning back and everything. And then just kill adds to keep up your heat rises, keep it procced, and then you'll just stay floating up here. So that's that video. Again, shout out to Crack for making that video, but we can get back into this part here. So the other person, pretty much what they're doing is getting Atheon's aggro, just so whoever's going up to hide is not getting blasted in the back by Atheon. But you can just defend here. I pop a well just so I can stay alive and keep the aggro. And then he'll eventually teleport you. So if you're doing this in a duo, it's pretty much just a solo room. So call out which room you're going to. They'll call out which oracles are called out. You're gonna drop the relic, shoot in the order that it was called out, and pretty much just do that those times and go to damage. And then, like I said, damage if you're on Warlock is Verities, and you're just keeping your death throws up, making sure you don't drop the relic and get that wipe timer, and then just throwing grenades. And then for imminent detainment, obviously call it out, drop the relic just so they can pop you out real quick, and then just keep that damage going. If you're crazy, this is actually one phaseable. It's pretty, the timing is tight, but you definitely can do it. And then in a trio setting, same thing. If you're running 3 Warlocks, you will most likely 1 phase or 2 phase this. But yeah. So if you go another phase, same thing, grab his aggro, and then your counterpart, go up there to hide, teleport, call it oracles, and then just go for the kill. But yeah, let me know in the comments section if I missed anything, or if you guys have any more questions, or if you need any other build recommendations. I am going to link the Discord to Lowman Central, where all of the Lowman guides are actually currently put. They are up to date as of for prismatic updates, so the final shape. They do have pretty clean cut directive strategies that I pretty much just brought up, as well as pictures and everything for recommended loadouts and everything like that. So again, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you guys want to see more Lowman guides from me, just let me know, and we'll see what raid we'll do next. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.